Hey guys, Ox from 7th Hour Films back again with Kaguya-Sama Love is War. Last time around, Kaguya wants to trade, in which Shirogane got a smartphone and line, and it was then a battle to see who would ask for contact information. Eventually they realized that Kaguya has a flip phone, so that didn't work out. Chika wants to go somewhere, which is... they were planning a trip, and Kaguya and Shirogane just blew it with their picks and decided to go with the other person's pick, and eventually they decided that Chika should decide, and then Chika was going to go somewhere weird, so they just called the whole thing off. And then Miyuki wants to hide his ignorance, in which Shirogane is asked for love advice, and it just goes so horribly, although I guess it does work. And then he starts trash-talking Kaguya in full earshot of her, but then he backpedals to make her feel better at the last second. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. Yeah, so we are... I've lost the points already. I don't know where we are anymore in terms of points, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's winning. I don't know who's losing. I think we're all losing at the end of the day, except Chika. You know what? If you're here for Chika, then I think you're winning. If you're here for these two, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see what ridiculous thing is going to happen today. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Kaguya-Sama Love is War. Here we go. Well, I mean, change up the ED, change up the episode formula, honestly, because that last segment, that wasn't even there was no fight, there was no nothing, that was just a story, a chapter of Kaguya, you know? That was just, like, a character moment, basically. I don't know, that was interesting. Yeah. I'm kind of glad. It's not just the war, you know. It's not just mind games forever. It's like, okay, let's do more. It's like, it's weird. Like, obviously, it's not that they were one-dimensional characters before. Obviously not. They were very three-dimensional characters, but I don't know. That was nice, you know. That was nice, just having a nice character moment, basically, you know? Alrighty. That was something. Kaguya is sheltered, but she's a good girl. She's a good girl, and man, because I was gonna say, it's like, man, I don't want to say, like, this changes everything if Kaguya had done it, but just the way it was being presented, I was like, what? That's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it is crazy. I don't know. You know? But obviously then there's the twist. There's always got to be the twist, and that kind of is that Kaguya is a very sheltered, innocent girl. I mean, she's not completely innocent, you know? She's not completely innocent, obviously. Chika kind of takes the cake on that one, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, well, she's definitely sheltered, so. Because, yeah, it's like, as that kept going on, I was like, really? She's confessing to that? And it's like, that's an interesting, like, I don't know if that would change anything. It's like, that's a hell of a thing to just admit, you know? I don't know. And because I was also thinking, it's like, okay, but if she's going through, like, the love war to end all wars with Shirogane, it's like, I don't know, I was just like, I wouldn't expect her to let anyone in. Like, I don't know, I just wouldn't expect that out of her, you know? Like, who would be, worthy enough of her? And then, nope. Nope, just as that kept going. I mean, the biggest giveaway was saying, it's like, oh, you have a little sister, you two must do it all the time. And it's like, Kaguya, I didn't think it was that kind of anime, is it? Is it that kind of anime? But no, that's not. No, she didn't know. You know what's hilarious? First off, I love Chika being the one to take it, like, no, I'll explain it to her. It's like, it's her responsibility now. That was really funny. But I also love, she specifically explained it for 16 minutes. 16 minutes it took to explain that to her. Which, I mean, I guess she had to, because Kaguya didn't know anything, so goodness. So yeah, that no, he doesn't do it with he doesn't do it with his sister. Chika doesn't do it with her dog. You don't do it with your newborn cousin. You poor sheltered rich girl. So that was something. Then we had the 20 questions, which he got it right. I love that she was disappointed that he got it right, I was like, oh, he does understand, he does understand me. But see, it was the blonde hair and the striking eyes. That's why I thought, like, oh, it's what was her name? Hayasaka or something? I don't remember what her name was, but the personal assistant. I thought it was going to be her. And no, it's I mean, I guess, because did she say it's like it's not at her house? I don't know. But yeah, it was a dog. It's not even her dog. It's Chika's dog. So, yeah. So that was interesting, and I like the Western aesthetic to that one. That was really funny. And yeah, not even 20 questions, it was 10 questions, but he did it. Also, they alluded to there's a fourth person in the student council. Man, he does not show up, does he? I genuinely just thought it was 3 people. Which, I mean, that's all they've told us. That's all they've told us, is that there are 3 people in the student council. But apparently there's a fourth person who gets in, gets out, just lickety-split, But yeah. But the big thing from this episode, I think, is the walk segment, which was really interesting. That was really interesting. Just a nice character story. Like, there was no war, there was no trickery, there was no mind games, nothing. It was just a really good moment for Kaguya, that she wanted to go and walk to school, and I like that her assistant was going to go with, and then just after a wink, she's like, she got the message basically, like, oh, it would take me too long, so I'm sure she can walk on her own. Which, if this was like any other kind of show, I would have assumed, like, oh no, she's going to be attacked or something, but no, she was fine. But yeah, but that was interesting, and then helping the kid. I like that moment, because, we talk about, just in these first couple episodes, while I've enjoyed it, I've definitely, like, I don't know if identified is the right word, but I've really enjoyed Chika, just as the sort of, she's the chaos element, but also she's just sort of the straight man to the two of them, and I've enjoyed that. But I like getting a good character moments for Kaguya, where, oh, there's this, little girl who's crying, and she cannot, she is a good person, which is nice. It's not just the ridiculous teenage mind games, It's like, no, she does actually care, and she goes and helps the child, And even offers a solution of like, hey, even though you're not officially walking together, you need to meet up at their house and then walk together, Like, you can still walk together. It doesn't have to be official, So that was cool. And then at the end, it worked. And they started, she started walking with her friend. So that was good. And it's such a good thing, because with everything of like, they pretty much always do everything to get ahead, and especially just in their own war, but in school and everything, it's like everything they do is to get ahead, ahead of something. So I like Kaguya putting all of that aside, potentially being late to school, even though it seems like, being late was not going to be the bigger thing. It was going to be that she would never be allowed to walk on her own again, But I like she pretty much abandons that to help a crying child, Like, that was really nice. I enjoyed that. And she was rewarded for it, honestly. She was rewarded for it because Shirogane showed up on his bike, so that was really good. And, he made sure to get her there on time, which was cool. So, and yeah, and I think I've seen that shot in like videos about anime before, just the shot of her on the back of his bicycle, and then, but it just it escaped my mind before I watched this show. But that was nice. That was just a good moment, and I like, it's like, oh, the next day, the cat problem was resolved, and she was driven to school from then on, but she'll always reminisce on that morning, that great morning in her life, and it's like, that's just really good. I just enjoy that as a good moment for her, and especially, too, because in this episode, there were still battles, We had Kaguya losing the first one, and then I guess Shirogane won the second one, because he did know her, basically. He knows her pretty well, so I like that one just wasn't, and I'm pretty sure, like, the narrator, for the most part, kept quiet in that one, too, Like, he had a little bit at the beginning and a little bit at the end, just sort of bookending it of like, oh, she wants to walk, she wants to have that experience. And then at the end, it's like, oh, she'll always remember that experience she had. She'll be able to reminisce on it, So, because as fun as it is to watch the war games, basically, and listen to the narrator, who's really, really fun, I like just having a nice sort of peaceful character moment for Kaguya, So that was really, really good. I enjoyed that. So yeah, I assume then we're going to get more in the future. But yeah, that was a really interesting thing. Very, very interesting, and makes me excited to watch more. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Kaguya-Sama reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.